how I took this $10 Target house and turned it into Taylor Swift's No Body, No Crime house. First, I had to take all the things off, and then I spray painted it black just to get a nice even coat and a base to work off of. Took popsicle sticks and made them into flooring. Kind of mapped out my design and started making furniture. Put up wallpaper and distressed it. Placed my furniture. And then, of course, I did lighting. I did some lights on the inside and the outside. It's my first time working with lighting, and I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, for sure. And here it is all finished. Let's go over all of the hidden Easter eggs in my No Body, No Crime house. Okay, so first of all, let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. But here it says 1989. Might look like a 4 a little bit, but it's actually a 9. Let's come around. And remember, this is like my interpretation of this story set back in time, like a vintage abandoned house. So if you can see, there's an E on the mailbox to stand for Esty, who is the wife in the story. I added some tires here, being the reference of she drove by the house and saw new tires, so these are the old tires. And let's go inside the house. Okay, so this is what it all looks like. We'll start over here though with the fridge. I added a couple things too. But the fridge, this actually calendar says October, and it's counting down the days to October 13th. And we know 13 is a big Swiftie number. I added this picture of, Taylor and the sisters here. And then these references are to poisoned plants. So I'm imagining in the storyline that Esty was like a gardener and was fascinated by poisonous plants. Okay, here's another angle. So my storyline is Taylor saw that the husband was quote unquote grieving, and thought, oh, I should bring him over some soup because maybe he is portraying the story that Esty just got up and left. So she brought him over soup, but she made it with the poisonous plants that Esty would grow. And that's why the bowl is spilt and the chair's turned over. So like he killed over dead while Taylor was sitting across from him. It's hard to see from pretty much any angle, but here is a bloody napkin. And under the sink, there is a blue bottled bleach jar, implying that Taylor cleaned up after this. I added, let's get this into frame. I added this map, and it has a lake on it with an X by it to kind of reference the part about learning to drive a boat. Okay, and I think you can see it here, but the doormat has an E on it also for Esty, and then another poison plant there. Okay, let's go over the bookshelf a little bit. So I redid the picture. It was too abstract, but I redid the picture with Taylor and Esty here. This is supposed to look like mail, maybe signifying that the new life insurance policy for the new mistress, the new wife, had just come in through the mail. Okay, and then in this corner, this is a record player, and we see records here with teeny tiny records of Taylor's albums, including here's Midnight, and then here's Evermore, and Evermore is the one No Body, No Crime is on, and that's the record that's been most recently used because it's pulled out. Okay, and if we come this way a little bit, this is supposed to be like a vintage picture of a bride, so we're imagining this is Esty, and this is the husband. And this is a marriage certificate, and you can see like there's a rip in it, signifying like maybe he tried to take it down because he didn't like being reminded that he was married to Esty. And then I did a super secret. If you pull this up and over, There's a little floorboard that gets removed, maybe, if I can do it. And there's some blood under there. I imagine that's from Estee's death, because really there wasn't a ton of blood from his death, maybe a little bit out of his mouth for his poison. So as you can see, it's really tiny, right? The house itself is about 6 inches wide and 4 inches deep. So really small scale. Let's give you a little spin in this direction. This just holds the battery pack for some of the lights. And I also have a battery pack hidden up here in the rafters. All right, thanks for coming on this journey with me to create this wonderful miniature. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, bye.